Today is August 30th, and I am once again running carcasses out to the river to dump them off. So, what happened here today? Well, I kind of was hoping to find the fish back on the washing side again in the deep water, and they were there, but what was also there were a ton of sea lions. And after losing one or two to sea lions, and they were just tracking us, it was time to boogie. So what we ended up doing was jumping down below the bridge, and we started seeing a handful of nets down there, nothing too spectacular. And then we just started chasing cell phone bites. I don't know if you guys see, I got a little tracker back here. See if he pops up again. These harbor seals, they wait for us to come out here and drop. There he is. He's waiting for me to drop my carcasses. Go get your own food. All right, let me feed him real quick. Here we go. Okay, rinse the hand off here. Okay, all right, we're back. So, yeah, I'm done. I'm out of fish. Leave me alone. Okay, back to the report after being bombarded there by harbor seals and seagulls. So there was a few fish caught, not a ton there below the bridge on the Washington side, but again, we're staying with that pattern that we've had this season of just these little micro bites. That nothing is sustainable, nothing lasts. And it started getting into my head here a little bit today. It's like, man, I just cannot get a good bite going, and these fish are moving so fast. These coho are just blowing through a spot. You got to chase them around, and it's tough staying on them. And then all of a sudden they start biting again, then they're gone, they stop biting. Now, whether they're actually just gone or they just stop biting because of the tide, current, whatever, who's to say? But I don't know, it's definitely an interesting bite down here. So today was another day of great action. I had 4 guys, and heck, we probably had 20, 25 grabs, landed, I don't know, maybe a dozen, 15 fish, something like that, and only 3 keepers. So our mark rate is still pretty poor. We let a lot of wild fish go, a handful of Chinook go. I'd like to see more keepers, obviously, but hopefully that will happen here as we start getting later on into the coho run, and we hopefully see a lot more of those hatchery fish start to filter into the system. As far as flasher colors today, it was Red October and Pawn Shop. I didn't even run a green machine today. I probably should have, because I saw some guys catching some fish on green, but last 3-4 days I've seen quite a few fish caught on my boat, at least, with Red October and Pawn Shop. So those are the flashes that I ran with for today's crew. Spinfish still doing great, filling it with fish nip. Again, spinfish are going to be available here soon, hopefully in the next week. But if you don't have those, the super baits are working just fine. Just go out to your local retailer. Everybody carries fish nip, and it really is that simple. Get the fish nip, put it into a tub, add whatever oils you like. Make sure you use the water soluble oils or the bait oils. Don't actually use any of the gels or the super sauces. Those are a little bit too thick, too viscous, and inside your brads or your spinfish, it is a nightmare to try and clean out. So use the water soluble, use the bait oils. It'll create a nice scent trail and won't gum up your baits too much. What else can I talk about? What else did we do today? Well, there was actually a good bite right at high slack there at the tankers, but again, it was one of those little micro bites. Just happened for about half hour and then shut off. Well, it might still be going right now as they're swinging, but it was 4 o'clock, so it was time for us to call it a day. The guys had to get on the road, came all the way from Bend, so they have a long drive ahead of them. All right, so that's our report for today. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Later.